Shout out to all my budget ballers out there, to my hidden gemmers, to my I don't want to pay for shit, so I'm gonna use cards that I can get from grinding the game ass dudes, man. I'm with y'all, I'm on that train, and this video is for y'all, alright? So, if you've been playing Domination so far, my team at all, you know that it is one hell of a grind, right? So I just recently did a video of the best cards to grind through Domination with from the token market, or that you can pick up cheap on the auction house. If you haven't seen that, go check it out real quick and then come back to this one, because this is the follow-up. These are the hidden gems that you can evolve that you get from regular Domination, right? Now, most of these cards are shit. We're gonna keep it real. All of them are shit. They're all absurd, obscure ass players that nobody wants to use after doing this. And there's no reason they should have picked some of the people who they picked. I got so mad at playing with some of these people, honestly. Like, I can honestly say, after playing with motherfucking Royce O'Neal, right? I just want to watch him fucking fail. I just want to watch him not do good this season, because it took me so long to get his fucking requirements. I remember as soon as I got the last points for his requirements, I was like, fucking done. I'm never using it. You are the worst rookie in the league, nigga. I can't wait to put you down. My bad, I got carried away. Anyway, right, so these are the dudes that I've used so far that are definitely worth evolving and even using on your team if you have a no money spent budget type team, right? So I actually haven't, let's start from the top. I have not evolved Kennard yet, but this boy is going to be a problem when evolved. I actually want to try him when evolved, because look at this. These are his base shooting stats, and he's a shooting guard small forward, and he's a lefty form, all right? So he's actually not that bad of a shooter for not having quick draw. Now, after you evolve him, peep this. Kennard the God turns into like a sharp shooting, like, look at this. This nigga turns into like everything Chandler Parsons should have been. His dropping layup goes up to an 80, his three-pointer goes up to an 88, and his mid-range goes up to an 88. That boy's gonna be gunning for you, bro. So definitely go ahead and consider the, like, and you can't obviously get to these guys immediately. You have to wait till you get to their division. But that's what I'm saying. These are the cards or the teams that you should aim to knock out first when you get to that division. So Kennard, definitely get that Pistons one out the way. Moving on, we got Torrey Craig from the Denver Nuggets. Now, his wasn't that difficult. I think you had to grab rebounds with him. Why does it not show you here? It used to show you. I think you had to grab rebounds and score like 30 points. But at the end of the day, you end up getting him to an 84 three-pointer and pretty decent defense. So he's a 3D character for you. And those are always good, I think, especially this year. 3D guys are great. And 95 stamina. And if, like, you know how much stamina is a butt fucker this year, man. That shit will just ruin your whole momentum of your game. Next up is Terence Ferguson, who I personally enjoyed using a fair bit early on. I did even use him at the Sapphire after a while for a couple Domination games, but you want to get these out of your lineup after you evolve them just to keep the like momentum going of evolving, because then you might as well use them while you're in the lower tier Domination games to evolve them. Terence Ferguson, he gets an 84 3, 84 driving layup, and he has a 95 driving dunk. Decent ass defense, 80 basically perimeter defenses and 75 steal. But what makes him so fun is the fact that he actually gets 2 Hall of Fame badges on the evolution. So he gets Hall of Fame Lob City and Fast Break Finisher, along with 18 other gold badges and gold clamps and interceptor, all the defensive ones. He's probably one of the better, if not the best possible Evo card from Domination, in my opinion. He could definitely hang around on a budget team for a good little minute, man. Even Green Machine. I fuck with this Terence Ferguson cards. I wish more of the cards were evolved to have stats and badges like this, because it would make like evolving them actually fun, because you look forward to who you want to use. Only a few of these guys are actually worth using afterwards. Next up, we got Lonnie Walker the 4th, who I think for him I had to score 50 and get 6 steals, something like that, which isn't that bad. Just start him, put him on the matchup of the point guard, and then hound them coming down the court. You'll be able to get a couple steals, reel them off. And if their point guard gets cold, spam that shit. You will get so many extra steals and knock it out real quick. Lonnie Walker, now, when you look at his stats, they aren't that amazing in the shooting category, but it'll make up for it when I show you the badges. His ball handling goes up to an 86. His defense is decent. And then he has a 94 speed and 93 acceleration. Oof, that's probably one of the faster cards that you're going to get from Dom. And then when you go over here to his badges, he actually has Gold Deadeye. Very key badge, I think I've noticed so far. People who have like 85 plus shooting but no Deadeye, I will miss more often than someone that just has like a base 80, something like this, and Gold Deadeye. Definitely noticeable in my opinion. On top of that, he has the good finishing badges like Giant Slur, Fancy Footwork, and Pro Touch. So this one is a little defensive, good guard, all-around hidden gem to go with. So far, I've liked Terence Ferguson and Lonnie Walker the most, in my opinion. And I think if I got to evolve Kennard, he would definitely be up there. Next up, we got Pat Connaught, who wasn't that difficult. I think he was score 30 and make like 7 threes, something like that. A lot of these guys is make 3-pointers. Now, he was alright beforehand, but when he did get upgraded, he definitely did become very much more competent. 85, 84 in the shooting, 80 driving layup, and his form isn't that bad at all. I remember it only took me like 2, maybe 3 games to get his done. And it's usually more annoying to get the ones done that have to make 3-pointers, but it wasn't difficult for me at all with Pat. And he gets very solid badges afterwards, even Pogo Stick, which I think is a very underrated badge when it comes to just spamming that Y button for a block. But also Flexible Releasing Green Machine. When you pair these two and Hot Zone Hunter, shit. This combination of 3 gold badges is key as fuck. It makes somebody so consistent. So consistent. So I definitely think he's one to pick up as well. After that, we got Ivan Robb. Right now, this guy's a gem simply because 2 things. He's 6'10", can play power forward and center, but it's because power forward and center are such limited positions very early on. Unless you're in the Sapphire reward market, well, even power forward is still going to be a very limited position. And he fits those roles fairly well, in my opinion. He didn't have a jump shot, but he's one of those players that he's smart. Like, he dives to the rim. He has a 92 shot close, which helps. But he dives to the rim at the right moment. He does what you need him to do. He's grabbing hella boards. But he's also making the smart decision in the right place at the right time. Stats aren't blowing you away, but I just noticed when I was using him, when he was on the court, he was just doing smart shit. And if you've been playing 2K, you know that your teammates aren't fucking smart. They're the furthest thing from fucking smart. I like to call the AI this year autistic intelligence. Moving on, we got Namanga Bellezza. Now, the reason that you're going to get him is just for this shit right here. That's it. 89 3-pointer, 88 mid-range, 88 close shot, 84 mid-range. That's it. He is a stretch 4. You can put him at the 3 too, but no, just put him at the 4. He is the only good stretch 4 that you're going to get from as an Evo card. So you may as well go ahead, knock out his requirements, and then have a good stretch 4 that you can use off your bench. That's really all he's there for. And finally, TJ Leaf, the only competent main primary power forward position that I've used out of all of these domination cards, even at the Sapphire tier in general so far this year. Power forward is a really thin position, bro. So TJ Leaf, take a look at this shit. So solid. So solid. 74 driving layup. His post is in the mid-80s. 93 close, 84 mid, and even has a hittable 3-pointer. So solid. You cannot ask for more when it comes to TJ Leaf. And he's going to grab his boards. His badges aren't too crazy, but he has what you need him to have, especially gold post spin, which I wish was a bit more common. Even like my Daryl Dawkins doesn't have gold post spin, but that's gonna round it out, yo. These are, I think, in my opinion, the best all around. Maybe you can argue Torrey Craig you can replace for somebody else. Maybe, I don't know. But tell me who else y'all think are the Evo gems from Domination if you've been using them, evolving them. Outside of Torrey Craig, I'd say this is everybody. These are the best ones, having used most of them so far. And if I could put it into top tiers, Lonnie, Terence, and Luke Kennard tier 1, Pat Connaught, TJ Leaf, and Namanga Bellezza, this nigga, tier 2, and Ivan Robb, and Torrey Craig, or whoever you think else is the final tier. So, let me know if this was helpful to y'all, man. I definitely think some of these guys are worth using. And, yeah, time to get back to my grind.